Take you back to politics now. The future of Mangaung Mayor Mxolisi Siyonzana hangs in the balance. The ANC Interim Provincial Committee of the Free State wants him out. Calls for his removal are also supported by the Democratic Alliance, which is now sponsoring a no-confidence motion against Siyonzana. eNCA reporter Moloko Moloto is following the story for us, and he joins us now live from Mangaung. Moloko, what are the reasons for these calls to have Siyonzana removed?
Well, it really depends. If you speak to the ANC people, they will tell you about the so-called services that they say are not being provided optimally to the people of Mangaung. Of course, that is what the opposition, the Democratic Alliance, will also say. But from the ANC as well, you have to bring or factor in the political dynamics. There were two conferences or two meetings that were held in Mangaung of the ANC last week. Of course, the official one that was that is being supported by the Interim Provincial Committee, is the one that elected Lawrence Matahe and the collective Matahe as the regional chairperson. That is the one which, according to Opa Hobane, the spokesperson of the interim structure in the province, they recognize that collective that is being led by Matahe. And Matahe made it clear. We spoke to him just before he was elected as the regional chairperson of the ANC in Mangaung, that they want Mxolisi Siyonzana, together with his deputy mayor, also the speaker, to be removed from their positions. Of course, he used the word recall. And on the other hand, we know that the Democratic Alliance has sponsored a motion of no confidence because they want the executive mayor gone. But let me bring into this conversation Mr. Johan Pretorius. He is the leader of the DA caucus in Mangaung. You have sponsored a no motion confidence in the executive mayor. You only have 26 seats in that council, not enough to vote him out. How confident are you that you will remove him?
Yes, thank you, and thank you for having me. I think if you look at the seats, it's 26, yes, but we are actually 20 opposition parties in the metro, and the ANC only have 51 seats. So it's impossible for them. If you see the faction fights in the ANC at this stage, and they want to remove Siyonzana, but even before they came out with their resolution, we actually tabled this motion against him in September this year already. And the Speaker has not tabled it in Council yet. And Council was supposed to take place last week with the motion on the agenda, but it's been postponed now for the third time. We are still waiting for notices. And apparently the rumors are that the executive mayor is running circles around the officials and not signing the reports so that the council meeting can be tabled. So at this stage, I think it depends on the opposition parties. It depends on the ANC councillors. Even the ANC councillors are not happy with the service delivery issue in Mangaung. Yeah. There's no service delivery. Let's make that clear.
Yeah. It ought to be council speaker who tables that motion of no confidence, or who ultimately will be responsible for having it on the agenda. What has she been saying, the reasons why, as you say several times, it's been postponed?
Well, at this stage, she did confirm that it is on the agenda in the next meeting, luckily, but her administration also confirmed that they are struggling to get the signature from the mayor to put his reports on the agenda. And we're also going to ask the Speaker for a secret ballot, and I think that's also a very big issue, and it will play a big role in the motion of no confidence.
We know that you were telling me earlier that sometime 3 months ago or so, you put in a motion of no confidence in the chief whip, and you managed to remove him from the position. This time around, with the divisions in the ANC, do you think that even after removing the executive mayor, you will still be able to get somebody, considering the fact that they don't get along, they possibly will have two different candidates? How are you going to be navigating that particular process?
Well, luckily, the legislation is also scripted for us. Council appoints the executive mayor, not the ANC. So with them having divisions, I think it's time they give the position to opposition party, the position of executive mayor, to appoint his maker, and to make sure that service delivery will come back to Mangaung.
Finally then, if you were to describe in short the issues that are plaguing Mangaung, what are they?
Well, we did have a letter of demand that we gave to the executive mayor and deputy mayor on Wednesday at the Bromfisher building, and there was 8 action steps that we actually put on there. The judgment budget, a new city manager needs to be appointed, contractors must be appointed to assist us with normal service delivery issues. The ombudsman, it's been approved in 2018 by the council that we need to get an ombudsman, and the executive mayor has not put in the instruction to the city manager.
Is the city spending, especially with grants?
I don't think we are losing actually a lot of grants from national because we are not spending enough, especially in the rural areas on projects there. Musheshwe Road has been going on for years and years. There's too much corruption in this metro at this stage.
All right. Mr. Johan Pretorius, leader of the Democratic Alliance caucus in Mangaung, as he says, the ANC actually is leading this particular metro through a slender majority with 1 seat. Out of 101 seats in that council, to lead, you need at least 51 seats. And they have, that is the ANC, exactly 51. But for the DA to win, even through this motion of no confidence, they would require the support of the EFF, which is the 3rd biggest in that council, and also minority parties, and possibly the support of some members of the ANC, who in the past we have seen voted with the opposition even to reject a budget which was submitted late, missing the deadline of the National Treasury. Masero?
All right, that's Moloko Moloto live for us in Mangaung. Let's leave it there for now.